how much I love that Nintendo Switch!
What is going on, gamers? It is your boy QKG, and today we have a Switch game review for you today. And I know it's been a minute since we did them, but why not jump back into some Switch reviews with a pleasant surprise, which is Star Overdrive. That was developed by Caracal Games and published by Dear Villagers, which I think you guys should actually do some research, figure out some of the games they got cooking over there, because my god, they are fire. Let's actually dive into this game and see how it is on Nintendo Switch. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump in.
I was so careless. And now I'm in this situation. And you too, if you're hearing this message. Bios, I know that you miss me the way I miss you. Please, find the strength to go on. I know you can do it. I'll be there at the end, waiting.
So Star Overdrive takes a similar approach to what I've seen with Immortals Fenyx Rising and Sonic Frontiers, where they take the Breath of the Wild formula, throw in their own little tweaks and their own little spice to it, and kind of create something a little different. And the formula is actually kind of nailed to a T in a way. Like, you have your big open world, and as you explore the world, you're going to open up those zones to where you can actually explore it completely, and certain power-ups will be needed for certain areas. Like, your hoverboard can't go above water at first until you get the upgrade for it. You go down into the mining zone, which are kind of like the shrines, where, you know, in Breath of the Wild, you do the puzzle, get the big old tier, whatever. That's kind of the same formula that you have in this game. Now, the interesting part about the formula, it gets a monkey wrench thrown into it when you decide to give me a hoverboard and tell me just to go crazy everywhere. Like, you threw some cool Tony Hawk shit in the game and just expect me not to lose my shit? Oog! Pardon me for all my oogs, but I'm somebody that grew up playing a lot of those Tony Hawk games, and I even did a lot of skateboard in my youth. This combination in gameplay just makes it really refreshing. Like, you don't really have to worry about this game being too combat heavy, which that was definitely one of my main gripes about the game, was I wanted there to be a little bit more combat involved, just because I'm a Devil May Cry kid. When I first played this game for the first few hours, I was looking for a little bit more combat. I was like, I need a little bit more. But this game is the definition of the more you play it, the better it gets. The more you play it, the more tools you're going to get a little bit more spicy with your combat, and it doesn't get too crazy in depth. So it's actually going to be a lot easier for even, you know, younger players to get involved and just have a blast with the game. Hoverboard actually has abilities where you can detach it and you can actually have it attack your enemies, and then once you get your bond built high enough, you can actually attach it to your guitar and use the bitch as a sword. Now, I know I did make a big point about not having like a lot of crazy combos and crap like that, but a hoverboard sword, my boy, that shit sounds spicy. Yee. Really, after taking a look at the skill tree, I did notice a lot of the upgrades were mostly for either the board, kind of like the character's health and shield. You get some for your actual guitar, but it's not like a lot of like moves. It's more of like damage boosts and stuff like that. So aside from the combat gripes that I had, this game is absolutely full of charm. And when I mean this game is so much full of charm, even the way when you go down in the shrines and you get the power-ups are on these cassette tapes, my boy. Even when he put it on his guitar, I'm like, ah! You see the gameplay on screen. It's been a smooth experience throughout my entire playthroughs, and what's even better is that this game has not crashed on me one time. So that means this game has definitely been through the ringer. I have not had a single issue as far as performance goes. This game has been buttery smooth. The progression system in the game actually uses a pretty relaxed crafting system. You just go throughout the map, find whatever material is laying around. It'll be in different categories like soft, hard, metal, alien, you know, that kind of stuff. You take those materials and you go down to the crafting station, and that's where you actually find out how in-depth the crafting system and customization options are for your board. But the cool thing is, you just make sure you have enough green shards, and you can go crazy and put in as much material that you found and craft a crazy power boost for your character's board, and then those boosts, depending on like which part of the board that you upgrade, it'll upgrade that portion of the stat. Like it'll be the boost, the speed, the gravity, and there's actually certain areas that you cannot complete unless your board is up to par. So as long as you're exploring the area and you're picking up as much crafting components and green shards as possible, you won't have anything to worry about. And the cool part is, whenever you beat some of those monsters or big bosses or mini bosses throughout the area, you will get certain rare crafting components, and those crafting components are going to be like your big power-up upgrades to where you can ride on water or ride on the metal surfaces without draining battery. So it's actually a pretty cool crafting system and actually really easy to understand. That Breath of the Wild formula is nothing to really laugh at. It's definitely something that keeps players engaged. But when you threw in this hoverboard and made me go crazy, this game is so much fun to play. So on the QKG scale, I've actually updated this. I used to do like trash, man, decent, fuego. I used to do like a lot of weird like little terms. I'm gonna go back to numbers and I'm gonna incorporate just a little term. So I'm gonna have to say, after everything I reviewed with this game, I gotta give it a solid 4 out of 5. The reason I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, definitely I wish the combat had a little bit more to dive into, so I kind of had to bump it down a little bit, but I cannot overlook everything else fire that this game has. So overall, the formula, I love it. I just wish I had a little bit more combat stuff to really dive into, if that's a word. But I would definitely say this game is nothing to pass up. Definitely give it a shot. It's a solid 35 buckaroonies or 40 on the eShop right now, so it's mad affordable. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this game. And not this review, Starfield Overdrive gets a whopping 4 QKG ougs out of 5, my boy. This is a great game. So as always, I would love to thank you guys for tuning into this review, and make sure you let me know in the comments down below what you thought about Star Overdrive. If you download the demo or if you're gonna wait for this boy to hit Steam, let me know in the comments down below. And always, if there's a game that you want me to review that I didn't get a chance to review yet, let me know in the comments down below. We can chop it up. So as always, guys, I would love to thank you guys for tuning in. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.